My name is Tara Well. I'm a motivational psychologist and the founder of the Art of Self-Reflection. Self-reflection is a simple and powerful technique designed to help you access your inner resources so you can feel more love, self-acceptance, confidence in your decisions, trust in your intuition, and to be in the present moment more of the time and enjoy being there. I do guided self-reflection sessions via Skype. They're 50 to 60-minute sessions in which people either look at themselves in the video camera or they have a mirror nearby. And what I do basically is guide people into looking at their own reflection and being with whatever thoughts and feelings come to mind. And it's unlike most coaching and therapy sessions in that there's very little discussion of your current issues or problems. It's really focusing on what's happening with you here and now, focusing on your body sensations, your emotions, and then what takes you out of being in awareness of yourself into stories, criticisms, judgments about your appearance or other things. And we oftentimes find that what's taking people out of awareness in the session is also what's taking people out of awareness in their lives and relationships with other people, so that they have more information and a greater awareness of knowing how they're in resistance to being in the present moment and in their relationships with people. And that's oftentimes the place where people can really make changes, when they see what they're doing and what isn't working, and they see it reflected to them right in the mirror. It can be very powerful and simple at the same time. Well, I, like a lot of people, kind of fell in love with my iPhone, and I was making selfies and video journals to put online for people to like. And I went on a trip, and my plan was to make a lot of video journals, to do a video journal every day and to post it on Facebook and tell everybody about it, what a great time I was having. I just ended a relationship in which I was feeling like I was getting a lot of messages from that person that weren't really true about me. And what I ended up doing with making the video journals and spending time looking at my own reflection was getting greater clarity on who I really was as a person, and developing more confidence and trust in myself after I'd been in this situation where I started to doubt some things about myself. So because I'm a motivational psychologist, I was really interested in seeing if this technique could be used to help people change in positive ways. So when I came back from my trip, I started doing sessions with people, and I found that through silent mirror meditation and also doing video journals in which they made video journals in which they didn't show them to anyone, but they just watched themselves, that it was very powerful in that it increased people's awareness of themselves, and in some ways it helped them gain more confidence in themselves, in their intuitions about things, and a greater sense of love and self-acceptance. Sometimes they were trying to get these feelings from other people, and they found that it wasn't quite working. And by being able to do this technique themselves, they're really able to tap into their inner resources rather than reaching outside themselves, trying to find other people to give it to them. Well, I think my mission is now to spread the word about the power of the art of self-reflection. I encourage people to do self-reflection daily on their own, specifically to do a 10-minute guided mirror, a 10-minute mirror meditation in which they just gaze at their reflection silently for 10 minutes, being as aware of themselves as they can. Then a 10-minute video journal, which they can say anything they want in their video journal, and agree not to show it to anyone. And then to watch back their video journal at least once with their full attention, being aware of any of the emotions and sensations in their body as they watch themselves. And to do that for 7 days or 30 days or however long it continues to be helpful, and to note those changes, because I think this is an important technique for anyone who's on a personal growth or a spiritual growth journey. It's a technique that can be used to increase your awareness in yourself in ways that's totally unique and that we can't really get from other people. Well, I think that it's unique in the sense that I'm teaching people to rely on themselves rather than to rely on me as a practitioner. I'm teaching people practical skills that they can use in their lives. And it's very different from any kind of coaching or psychotherapy kinds of sessions or even healing sessions, because what it is basically focusing on being in the present moment and helping people tap into their knowledge and their intuition inside themselves. And it's a technique that they then have for themselves to use. Many of my recent success stories involve working with women who feel sort of a disconnect with what they look like, their external appearance, and what's happening on the inside with their emotions. The self-reflection work really involves helping them to get access to their emotions and some of their strong feelings that they've been taught at some time in their childhood or their young adulthood, that it wasn't acceptable to be angry, afraid, sad, whatever it is, whatever wasn't allowed to be seen when they were children or when they were younger, or even in their present lives, so that they can have more of themselves and that they can see deeper beyond the image that they've created based on oftentimes the media of thinking that women have to look a certain way in order to be attractive to other people, in order to get people to listen to them, so that they can experience a greater sense of authenticity. It's also great for people who've been in situations. I work with a woman who's been in a sort of experiencing a degree of emotional abuse in the form of what's called gaslighting. Gaslighting is when you're in a relationship with someone or with a group of people who keep telling you that you're crazy when you think what you think, so your own feelings and intuitions and experiences become invalidated, so that you start thinking you're crazy. And the self-reflection technique has been great for her in being able to make recordings and to watch them and to feel in her body the authenticity of what she's saying is really true for her, and getting back a sense of self-confidence and trust in herself to make decisions and to gain her voice back so that she can feel confident and move forward with her life and her plans, and to also know when people are invalidating her, because she feels such a strong sense of knowing who she is from doing the self-reflection technique. My website is tarwell.com, or you can send me an email at tarwell88, that's 88, the numbers, @gmail.com.